there is no room for pity votes. Yes, that we're not going to, go with our emotions and out of pity, give all the votes to just one housemate who is not deserving of the win to emerge the winner of the season. Yes, we all had that agreement. But sadly, the way things are going inside that house here, it's so obvious that the housemates themselves, they're probably so carried away with the concept of the season, the concept of doing the most and, the whole theme of the season, right? 10 over 10, do the most, give it your all, go crazy, do whatever, right? And only God knows what they were told at the point of their auditions, right? So they're just obviously so carried away with everything that they have now they have ultimately crossed the line of just giving us pure entertainment into some very ungodly behaviors. I don't want to I don't want to give labels to those behaviors because I don't want to start putting ideas into anybody's head. But you are watching the show for yourself, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, so it looks like that's what's at play inside the house currently. And it's not really making sense. And it's really making me wonder if these housemates are really aware of the fact that they are playing a game in a particular kind of society. Because in this society, people do not like people who unnecessarily bullies others, people who unnecessarily gangs up against others. It doesn't really make sense to people. The viewers, I've always said it that the viewers have their own level of traumas. Every single viewer of the show, they have their own level of traumas. So there are certain things that they're going to see on the show and it's going to really trigger a lot of things in their heads. And that could make them, channel their votes to certain houses, especially the ones who they feel are the victims in such situations. Now, in the light of all I have just said, ladies and gentlemen, there was another altercation between Faith again, and this time around, Big Soso. Ladies and gentlemen, listening to what exactly happened from both sides, I just sat down and I shook my head and I was just having a good laugh. I said, these people don't even know what they're in for this season. They have no freaking idea what they are in for this season. Because once again, it was another clear case of, because you are this tiny little human, you shouldn't be talking when others are talking. Because that is the attitude that most of these housemates use to relate with Faith. They look at him as the easiest prey in the house. They look at him as, he's quite insignificant, inconsequential. So even if he's a doctor, even if he's very good at his field, his brain is the only thing he has, he's at a disadvantage. It's more like they just want to stifle him in that house. They think he's easy to manipulate, to maneuver, to kick around like a ball, but the guy is not. And because of that, these people are really mad. They're upset. For them, whenever they dish out the first strike, the first attack to Faith, they do not care however way he wants to take it. For them, he should not react. And then they come in the guise of, you like reacting to little things, you overreact to little things. But these same people that keep on telling Faith that he reacts to little things, you need to look at the amount of altercations that they have had in the house. It's quite a lot. And aside that, when you even dig deep into the matter to even understand the reason why they have these altercations, it's literally way more little than what they describe to be little in Faith's situation. Now, not to digress, what exactly transpired between Faith and Big Soso this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, it was all about the bathroom. Faith had taken out time to explain his own side of last night's event and this morning's event with Big Soso to Kola, Mide, and Dede. Yeah, and that was where I properly gained clarity. As a matter of fact, with last night's event, everything he said was not really far from the truth of what I said, but I'm still going to talk about it here. So he was explaining that it was actually, was it Dede or Mide that told him that one of the bathrooms stinks. It is dirty. Apparently, because I heard this one yesterday, apparently certain housemates have been peeing in the bathroom. Like, who does that? Who pees in the bathroom when there's a toilet? So, turns out that certain housemates have been peeing in the bathroom, and so it was really smelling. The stench was horrible. So, housemates, nobody wanted to clean that bathroom. The house snail, Isabella, I don't even know if she's awake. She was not doing it. Okay, she's actually awake, but she was not washing it because that's her punishment. Her punishment is to wash the bathroom and the toilet. So she was not ready to wash it. She was not washing it. So housemates were diverting to using the other bathroom that's clean whilst avoiding the one that's dirty. Everybody was avoiding the bathroom. Nobody wanted to wash the bathroom. Even when certain people were calling certain people's attention to the bathroom, nobody wanted to go close to it. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. Now, because of that, there was a delay. People were taking turns to shower in the one single bathroom that was useful to everybody, or let's say functional to everybody. And Faith took it upon himself to wash the bathroom. He washed it thoroughly, and of course, by right, he decided to have the first dip, like to be the first person to shower. Now, I think they said somebody wanted to join him or something. Somebody said, no, let him just wash off first and you'll be out in a bit. And according to Big Soso, he wasted time. Why will he waste time inside that bathroom? That can't he see that there are other people that are waiting? She did not say it in my particular words, but according to Denari, according to, according to Faith, right? She had been kind of condescending and rude and just disrespectful, just outright attacking him, for taking his time to shower. Now, according to Faith and Denari, Faith should not have responded because that really triggered him. He was really upset, like, I don't understand. The bathroom had been lying there all morning. Nobody decided to touch it. Nobody decided to do anything about it. And so I showered, and just because I took a bit more time than usual, you're attacking me. Why? So it resulted in a back and forth between them, and Big Soso had a lot to say. Was insulting this guy, calling him a fake doctor, calling him a doctor with a fake certificate, saying that he's not better than anybody in this house. Just because he washed a bathroom, so he thinks he has a right to waste time in the bathroom. That, why can't he even allow people to join him in the bathroom? Who is he? And Faith was like, well, who am I? I am something. So basically, Faith was responding to all the insults that Big Soso was throwing at him. And she had a whole lot to say. She was just really saying that he talks too much for a doctor, that most doctors are very quiet and demure, that he talks too much. He's a troublemaker. He's an instigator. Those gaslighting sort of names. So you're an instigator. You like provoking people. So guys, I actually saw the altercation happening, right? Because of course the cameras did not show the actual beginning, right? But we saw the whole altercation. The cameras was in the kitchen before then. So Big Soso's voice was already loud. Then the cameras moved up upstairs. So we saw, that whole altercation. She was insulting this guy, calling him a lot of names. And guess what? As usual, typical of these housemates, when they're having a face-off with Faith himself, what they do is they begin to mobilize one another to come and join the altercation. And that was what she was doing. She was insulting him, and she was indirectly mobilizing people, and sometimes even directly, like, oh, see this one, no, what till I go talk, see this one, no. And then likes of Victory, there was Bright as well. Bright, who already had a grudge against Faith, they kept on inserting themselves. Bright, who already has a grudge against Faith, was already walking up to his face to warn him over what exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, in that dressing area, it was looking like the part 2 of last night's weird situation. It was looking like a gang up. The likes of Victory, Bright, they were making side comments, and then they were calling Faith a chihuahua dog. That, oh, he likes barking, because it's quite small. Like, they were just making all manners of derogatory statements. And guys, I was watching that whole scenario, and I was just shaking my head. I was just shaking my head because I'm like, these people don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know what's up. They are messing with the wrong set of viewers, for real. Now, that one happened. Big Soso, of course, had a bit of a media round here and there, telling who cares to listen that, oh, Faith has started again. This is what Faith did. This is what Faith did. And anybody that hears that this is what Faith did, they do not care to find out Faith's version of the story. They just jump into conclusion. He's very, very provocative. He's an instigator. He's an instigator. They just start talking. And guys, as I said, I just look at them and I'm just telling myself that these people are actually messing with the wrong set of viewers this season. And it's really sad because one would think that for people that have claimed that they have auditioned 1 million times over, even though we know that it's a bloody lie, they would have at least been familiar with the show and how the show works and how you can't just come on the show and create a gang up situation or a bullying situation. It doesn't really make sense. And guys, as I said at the beginning of this video, why is it that these housemates, they dish out so much negative energy, right? They act like they're Faith's parents. So if we say something at you, if we scold you, keep quiet, don't say anything. Like for them, they don't want him to react at all. Then when he reacts, because of the way Faith is always so composed, the way he smiles, and the way he's completely unfazed in most of those arguments, they look at him and say that he's an instigator, that he knows what he's doing. And I'm thinking, how is he an instigator? Well, you people are the one that always throw the first punches. You throw the first punch, and then you expect this guy not to react at all. But then when he does, you look at him, and the first conclusion that comes to your mind is to play reverse psychology on everybody around you and us, the viewers, by lying that he's a provocative person. Really? And you see here, I mentioned that he had a conversation with Kola, Dede, and Mide. And to be quite honest with you, that conversation was just very uncomfortable because, of course, Mide especially kept on attacking his personality. That, oh, he's a very troublesome person. He likes to react to even the smallest things. That he should not be giving his energy to small things. And I'm like, eh? People are talking. Mide too is talking. Mide, it's not you that fought with Zita in the kitchen over the fact that she did not want to cut carrots. So not cutting carrots, is that not a small thing? Or, madam, what would you classify as a big thing? Because you see, it just goes to show the hypocrisy and the double standards again of these housemates. I mean, fine, I understand. Everybody is playing a game, so they're all going to be playing mind games with one another. But then, now trying to, you know, convince us, the viewers, that this one is a villain and I am not. No, we see through you. We see you. We see through you. And you don't have to be acting all good. We see you. Ah, my God. Anyways, in his conversation with these three people, Kola and, okay, Dede first started. She was like, oh, she felt like since after the first Sunday eviction that Faith started acting, like fighting or acting. What changed? You know, what happened to him? And then he started explaining that it's just this little things that these people do to trigger him. That on a normal day, he doesn't even fight to people on the outside because he's used to his own workspace, his own house. Nobody's in his house, but now he's here and all of these things are just happening. And sometimes he tries to ignore, but then he can't, and then he reacts. And Mide was still entering him and attacking. You just like that. You just like that. Coin too. But you know, you like that. You like. So Faith was like, listen, let me explain what happened exactly. And so he took out time to explain, guys, everything I explained to you on that video, that was actually what happened. But the part that we did not see, which Faith actually shared, was that as at the time, okay, here's the thing, right? He had told the boys that they needed to share the cigarettes. They refused because it's Faith that is actually asking, right? So he had gone upstairs to the dressing area. He took the lighter. He said, well, nobody's going to smoke the cigarette until they have completely shared it equally to everybody. It does not matter whether this person smokes or not. So long as that person worked on that wager and they won it together and everybody has a stake on the wager and the reward that comes with it, then everybody is entitled to having their own number of cigarettes. And guys, I explained this whole cigarette situation on my previous video about Faith. Go ahead and check it out. So he said that to them and they refused. So he took the letter and said, well, nobody is going to smoke the cigarette. So he went upstairs to the dressing area. Now, they were all, Faith, come back, bring the thing, bring the thing. So he was about to come back. His second shadow in that house, Imisi, blocked his way. She refused to allow him pass. We know that that is what Imisi enjoys doing. So she refused to allow him pass. And according to Faith, Sultana was upstairs. She saw everything that happened. But when she came downstairs, when everybody was attacking Faith, she kept quiet. She didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to involve herself at all. And then she was not making it look like Faith. Okay, she came downstairs actually to come and say that Faith was just standing there, that he refused to come downstairs. So she was the one that inflamed the whole situation. And then when he now came downstairs with the lighter, he was going to hand over the lighter to whoever so that he can resolve everything amicably. But then culture started attacking him and saying, I'll match your face, I'll do this, I'll do that. So for him, why will you speak to me like that? I've never spoken to you like that before. Why? You people see what's going on here, but you would choose to ignore Kaikumi that took more cigarette sticks than he should, and then you're attacking me for calling it out. Why? So according to Faith, Victory and his guys, of course we know the guys, Kaikumi, Rude Boy, Culture, Bright, all of them, you know those guys, all of them, they were already ganging up already to attack him. And that was exactly what happened last night. So it was so painful. I'm going to be frank with all of you. It was so painful that even though he explained all of these things, Mide was still firing him, that he likes reacting to little things. I'm like, Mide, you're not okay. But then at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, when I look at the situation in the house, I always come back to the fact that there's a competition at play, and every single housemate will play their game. Even though somebody is telling the truth, they will maintain that the person is a liar just to make themselves look good. And that's exactly what is happening in the house. In Faith's situation, it's a thing of they recognize this young guy as a threat. They see him as a very intelligent person that could easily win the heart of viewers. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to eliminate him by provoking him to acting out of character so that he will be disqualified. That is what they are trying to do. And that is why you see that whenever they are provoking him or they're trying to trigger him, they don't even come subtly. They go really hard. They go with a force and they all mobilize themselves. They gang up and then they want to push him to the wall, to the point that he's going to probably get frustrated and hit somebody or maybe do something with an object on somebody so that he will get disqualified. So they are really working harder than the devil to get the results that they want. But Faith is really smart. He knows what they are doing. He sees through all of their facade. So what he's doing is he's defending himself. He's standing up for himself. He's fighting for himself. And he's letting them know that, listen, no matter how hard, how much you could try, I will never shrink for any of you in this house. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop talking here right now because, of course, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead, share. I will see you all on another video very soon. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day.